Pinhole photography is probably one of the first ways of taking photographs in history before lenses were created. And it's by taking a photograph with just a very small pinprick in an object, whichever kind of camera you create. I'm Nancy Raven. I'm an artist. I do pinhole photography. I just like the feeling of the way the dark and light relates in pinhole. It's almost like film noir, you know, there's a very different feeling to the light and the focus. I have 10 great big popcorn cans that I've made cameras into. To make the camera, I get a metal drill and I drill a 1/4-inch hole in the tin. I tape the lens, which is a little tiny square of a Coca-Cola can that I can put a needle through. And I do that, and then I tape that inside the 1/4-inch hole that's right there. The lens is right here where that dot is. So I try to place the paper so that it's equally open to that lens. I kind of look like a bag lady when I go out, because I just go out with all my bags full of cameras, and because you only get one shot per camera, you have to have a lot of cameras to really do anything. You can't just take out one camera and take one picture and hope to get anything. You have to really kind of cage yourself that way. I'm fascinated by history and historical buildings and barns and things like that. So a lot of my photographs have been of, when I moved to Carson Valley, I began to see wonderful barns and corrals and leftover parts of what used to be a farm and that kind of thing. This is the corrugated building in downtown Gardnerville, and you can see the telephone pole wires are just shooting up in the air, and that's part of the distortion of the pinhole curve. I usually don't take a lot of the same picture with my different cameras. I do try maybe a couple of shots with a couple of cameras, and I'll move to something else that I've seen that I want to photograph. This one is the Carson River in the wintertime. I just love the reflections and the light and the winter trees. The sun actually was shining right through that, so you can see that really hot spot in the photograph, but I like it. When I unload my camera and I put it in the developer, if I see a good negative, it is very exciting. If it turns all black or all white, then I know I don't have anything. But when you do get a good negative, it's really exciting. I hope it will keep inspiring people to try pinhole, because it's so different from digital. It is so very different. It's not immediate feedback. You can't tell what you've got till maybe a week later if you have time to get into your darkroom and print something out to see if you actually got a photograph or not. But it's a different mentality, I think. You can't, go back and take that same picture again, because the light will be different, everything will be different. So you just feel really lucky if you nailed it.